Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi everyone. My name is Nur Farahin binti Mat Farid, and in this video presentation, I will be presenting my assignment 2 case study research under the subject EDU550 Educational Psychology. The specific video presentation is prepared from my lecturer, Dr. Rosilawati binti Suin. Now, let's take a look at my table of contents. We are going to start off with introduction, objectives of the study, literature review, methodology, and the highlight of today's presentation, which is the findings, data analysis, and discussion, and last but not least, conclusion as well as recommendation. Without further ado, let me introduce myself. Hi everyone, my name is Nur Farahin Mutimat Farid and my student ID is 2024757671. I am from the Faculty of Education, majoring in Bachelor of Teaching English as Second Language, and I am from the group ED2413A. Now, I present to you my research title, Teachers' Approaches in Promoting Meaningful Learning to Encourage Student Motivation and Nurture a Well-Managed ESL Classroom. Here, I'm trying to find how does teacher attract students to motivate themselves as well as making sure that the classroom management will always be nurtured well by promoting meaningful learning. So what is meaningful learning? As we all know, meaningful learning is one of the key principles in teaching and learning. So I use this key principle to support my research title and to find ways on how teachers promote meaningful learning in their classroom to encourage their student motivation and nurturing a good classroom management. Now, let's moving on and take a look at my objective of the study. So I come up with two research objectives. This is the research objective number one, and that is the research objective number two. The first one is to explore how ESL teachers foster and sustain student motivation through implementing meaningful learning experiences in the classroom. Therefore, I come up with my first research question, which is how do ESL teachers foster and sustain student motivation through meaningful learning experiences? My research objective number two is to identify how ESL teachers create and maintain an effective learning environment and a well-managed classroom. Therefore, I come up with my research question number two, which is how do ESL teachers create and maintain an effective learning environment and well-managed classroom? These two research questions will then be asked to my teachers that I interview them. Now, let's take a look at my literature review that supports all my findings and my case study. First one we have from Liu et al. 2021. According to Liu et al. 2021, developing excitement and enjoyment in teaching and the subject area should be a central element of educators' training. Additionally, an atmosphere that allows educators to maintain enthusiasm is necessary during their daily work. Next, according to Meng 2021, in particular, when learners feel associated with the instructor by the expansion of these conducts, they are bound to have their relatedness needs fulfilled. Next, in the same way, they can support both novice and experienced EFL teachers by providing practical strategies to make lessons more engaging, enjoyable, and clear, which helps encourage full student participation and involvement by Song 2022. So here I also insert two educational theories to support my findings. The first one is from Vygotsky theory, which is I support my findings with the zone of proximal development ZPD, supported by scaffolding and social interaction, as well as Piaget, which is knowing that concrete operational stage from the age of 7 to 11, students understand best through real life and hands-on experience. Hence why meaningful learning relates so much with Piaget theory as well as Vygotsky theory. Now, next, let's take a look at the methodology. So here are the two novices that I interviewed. The first one is teacher Christina and teacher Jasmine. So this qualitative case study involved an open-ended interview session. So both teachers answered 10 questions on online platform through Google Meet. So both teachers answer questions regarding student motivation and classroom management. So this interview, then all the responses were transcribed and analyzed thematically to identify 10 key patterns that aligns with my research objective just now. So next, this is the demographic data from teacher A, which is teacher Christina, And then this is the demographic data from Teacher B, Teacher Jasmine. Now, let's take a look at my first findings data analysis. So now, here are four key themes that I come out that has similarities from both teachers, teachers A and teacher B. First one, relevant learning content. Both teachers, they selected topic based on students' background, interest, and daily experience. So we can take a look here that both teachers use this selected topic to engage with students' motivation. So knowing that the students has prior knowledge on certain content, they will tend to be much more motivated instead of they don't know what are the content is. So both teachers apply that. Next, student roles and responsibility. Both teachers assign group leaders or helpers to promote responsibility. This will apply in real life tasks which relate to the Piaget theory. Next, effort recognition. Both teachers use positive reinforcement such as rewards, they be given points, stamp, and even praise words that could encourage and celebrate their small win. This is very important to boost up students' motivation as well as make the classroom much more engaging. Lastly is task differentiation. So both teachers applied this task differentiation where they adapt tasks based on proficiency level. So both teachers adjust and cater the task difficulty according to the student's proficiency level. So this one relates to Vygotsky theory, which is a zone of proximal development, whereby the teachers support with scaffolding for their students. Next, let's take a look at the quotes from teachers. These are the quotes from the teachers that I got from the interview session. You can read it. Okay, now moving on to the differences. Okay, so now I come out with two key themes, which is the first one, as you can see here, structured warm-up routines and also flexible classroom layout. Let's take a look at the structured warm-up routines. As for teacher A, okay, teacher A varied warm-up routines such as quizzes and kinesthetic games depending on the time of the day. Teacher A stated that she used quiz as well as kinesthetic games like dancing or singing to boost up their motivation, as well as this is one of the way for her to manage the classroom well. But unlike for teacher B, teacher B used daily classroom routines like maybe asking the date and spelling the date to start the lesson together with all of the students. For flexible classroom layout, Teacher A has designated activity room, which structured rotation for group movement, but on the other hand, Teacher B will rearrange student seatings, such as changing partners or even gathering chairs together, so that everyone will feel included. Next, here are my key findings and the most important things in this case study, which is what are the 10 key themes that I come out under the topic students' motivation, and well-managed classroom management with meaningful learning. So you can see here that I have both my research question, and these are the 10 points that I come out from this research question. Visible student engagement, relevant learning content, effort recognition, emotional support and learning strategies, and real-world language use. As for research question number 2, structured warm-up routines, flexible classroom layout, student roles and responsibilities, purposeful technology integration, and task differentiation. So, in conclusion, this case study revealed that both novice ESL teachers promoted student motivation and managed their classroom effectively by applying strategies aligned with 10 key themes that I mentioned just now. So, with their specific approach, sometimes they might be different, but both teachers created student-centered environments which could foster meaningful learning. They could apply in real life, outside, and even inside classroom. And both teachers support diverse proficiency levels, which could encourage even more active participation from all of the students. So next, these are my recommendations for school and teachers. They can use culturally relevant content for their learning session. They also have to differentiate tasks by proficiency level. This could help students to complete their tasks according to their needs. Okay, and last one is to apply consistent routines and roles. So by encouraging routine building through school-wide classroom, this could help with the classroom management frameworks to be even better. So these are the reference that I use in my case study research. And that's it for my video presentation. Thank you so much for watching, and special thanks to my lecturer, Dr. Rosilawati Bidisuib. I hope that um, you will be fine and make everything in your life be easier and meaningful. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.